Hey there, welcome back and great job on reaching this lesson. You are halfway through module 1. So I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things that might be holding you back. If we don't address these things, they can become a huge roadblock. And this is the subject of past failure patterns on money. Do you feel like sometimes you try to improve your budgeting, or you try to invest, and every single time you have this big purpose, this big intention, this big goal that you have, and every single time something gets in your way? You ever had that experience? It is the most demoralizing, the most depressing thing when it comes to trying to make money, is these little failure patterns that start to add up and become a huge problem for you, right? So we're going to address a few mental exercises here that we can do to actually help you overcome that. Now, one caveat: I have a lot more tools in my arsenal on this particular topic because sometimes these things are pretty deep rooted and they can come from a place of trauma. They can come from the stories people have told us about money. There's all things that could be behind this particular issue. So this lesson isn't necessarily going to erase all of that. You probably would need some one-on-one coaching in order to overcome those things, and I can certainly provide that for you. If you don't already have one-on-one coaching with us, I'll make sure there's a link below this video so that you can sign up for that if you're interested. But I did want to give you one tool that in your arsenal that you can use again and again and again, as many times as you need to overcome these past failure patterns, these consistent failures that start to kind of wear on us and make you not feel like you're ever going to succeed, okay? So one of my favorite quotes by Brian Tracy, he says, goals are the fuel in the furnace of achievement. So when we're trying to achieve something, when we're trying to arrive at point B, the fuel that's going to get you there, the motivation that you need, the thing that's going to motivate you and inspire you and keep you going, right? Keep you fueled up, keep that gas tank full, are goals, the goals that you set. Now, setting a goal once is not enough. We need to continue to breathe life into that goal, okay? This is really an ongoing, continuous activity of envisioning it, putting yourself there, imagining that you can do it. Your imagination is one of the most powerful tools you have for overcoming failure patterns, because your imagination is actually limitless. Okay, so the more you can imagine yourself being there, the more you can research, go on Google at Google Images or Pinterest and see the home you want to buy, look at the trip you want to take to Tahiti. The more you can envision it and see yourself there, be it before you try to do it and have it, right? The more you can be that person that needs to have that, or be the person you'd have to be in order to have that or to do that thing, the better off you're going to be, and the more you'll be able to break that behavior pattern, okay? So I want to do this quick exercise. Grab a pen and paper if you don't have them already, and let's actually do this exercise. I'm going to give you, let's say, I want you to pause this video and take 5 minutes. Set yourself a timer, okay? And for 5 minutes, I want you to just journal on this question. If you had all the money and all the time in the world and complete support of all your family and friends, what would you be doing this year? Now, I'm recording this in 2022 at the beginning of the year, so I want you to look at this in whatever year you're watching it, okay? What would you be doing this year right now, right here and now, if you had all the money, all the time in the world, and the complete support of your family and friends? Let's journal on that for 5 minutes, all right? Pause this video and come back when you're done. Okay, did you do that? Great, good. So as you can see, just the activity of writing it out starts to really put it there. We're establishing a line between where you are now and where you want to get to, and building on it using your imagination. What's amazing about this exercise is that all the future really is, if you think about it, if you really think about it, all the future really is the imagination of someone, and then the actions of making everyone else see the illusion that you created, okay? If you walk down the street in New York City, you walk down the street anywhere where there are man-made objects, everything you see and hear and touch was at one point or another nothing more than a dream, okay? And it's important to realize that. I'm not talking about the woods, obviously. Someone probably dreamed that, but it wasn't you and I, right? But everything you see and touch and experience in the man-made world was at one point a complete illusion, just a dream, a delusion of someone's. And all they did was they dreamed it, and then they took the actions one at a time until everyone else was convinced that they could see it too. So I'm bringing this up not as like a wishy-washy thing, but as an actual practical exercise that you can do at any time to just dream the dream, and then using what you're going to learn in the rest of this course, where we talk about how to have tough conversations, talk about how to convince others to see the illusion that you have created. All right. This is one of the most powerful mindset tools I can give you. And I'm very happy that you have it now. And I want you to pull it out again and redo that exercise anytime you start to feel the least small amount of failure or lack of motivation. I'll see you in the next lesson.